Hello viewer and welcome to RukotoTV. This is an exclusive interactive section with me, Umaru Adamu, and I have with me an influential youth who have risen from grassroots to international level in aspect of promoting information, communication, technology and digital prospects, making the world to be globally inclined, connected, in aspect of not only promoting know-how but making things easier for us, especially aspect of economic interaction. Today I have with me one of the newly appointed commissioners in Niger State, in person of Honorable Suleiman Isah, the Niger State Commissioner, Technology and Digital Economy. Honorable Sir, you are welcome to RukotoTV and congratulations on your appointment.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here with you today.
Honorable, your recent appointment was followed by wider celebration and reactions, particularly as regarding your qualities, accomplishments, particularly your age, being one of us as youths that have triumphed, accomplished, and adding value onto people from Chanchaga, Niger State here, Nigeria, Africa, and the wider aspect of the world. How will you describe your appointment by our own Governor, Right Honorable Umaru Bago, sir?
First, I would describe the appointment as something from God, because like I try to pride myself, I believe in developing my career and my skill set. Politics, appointments, and all those things have never been something I looked for or even ever imagined having. But the governor, His Excellency Umaru Bago, in his own wisdom, we were able to work together with him. So I think based on the work we did, he appreciated the value we added and deemed it fit to appoint me.
Now let's talk about your personal experience. You've been sworn in and as an ICT specialist and digital transformation advisor with almost 2 decades, because I know you started this since when you were a child. And now, coupled with your experience in different field of ICT, especially in transformation, security, and information strategy, what are the prospects that are embedded in technology and economic, and digital economy rather, in Niger State, sir? What are the prospects abound in the ICT world, particularly here in Niger State?
Well, the prospects are wide and enormous. I think a bit too numerous for us to mention, so I'll just take a few. If you look at Niger State is strategically located in Nigeria. It's a transit state between the north and the south. If we can remember a while back, once Mokwa or Jeba blocks, people in Lagos start getting hungry because goods can't get there. So also, being in that middle, we can be the connectivity hub of the Federation, meaning fiber optic fibers land in Lagos, then from there they move all the way up north across the country. So nothing stops Niger from being the hub for all these telecoms company, internet providers and whatnot. We can start developing IT hubs in Niger because of this transit of telecommunications gear. Then another prospect we look at is Niger State is an agrarian state. We are blessed with abundant land and cash crops. I think we are the largest producers of shea nuts in Africa, globally, because Africa is the hub of shea nuts. So now, using technology, we can track all these shea trees. If somebody is trying to chop down a tree, you have vibration sensors on each tree. Your green guards are notified that tree at so-so GPS coordinate is under threat. They go and they see. So you see, technology is protecting the cash inflow of the state. Then another thing is technology can now market this shea butter after it is being produced. That way, even people in the rural areas get to maximize value, because instead of selling their mokote and all that for peanuts, they are selling in dollars. Money is sent electronically, then settled to their accounts and all that. That is another prospect. Another prospect for technology in the state again is we have a very young manpower in Niger State. I think the average age of a Nigerite is between 35 and 40. Then we have a very large growing population. If you go around our streets by 1 p.m. when children close from school, you'd see the traffic on foot. We are not talking of those that were picked up by buses or keke napep, but just those walking on the road. Now, if we're able to train that workforce, being technology, they don't have to be in the office. From their mobile phones, tablets, laptops, and co., they can work remotely for different organizations outside the country. That way, we are going to get capital inflow. So you can imagine somebody that is doing simple graphics design, does a logo for $10. $10 currently is about 7,500 naira. He's able to do, let's say, 10 a month. That's 75,000, and he's probably in GS3. So imagine the income coming to his family. The family will go to the market to buy food stuff. He would probably buy pure water to drink. So you see, just from one skill, he's boosting the economy of the state. There is more money in circulation. Then when there is more money in circulation for the state, there is revenue to be collected and money for projects. Then we can now move into the aspect of investment and you people media. Using technology now, if we use our radio, TV, newspapers, the audience is a bit narrowed to people already in the location. But with technology, we can reach the whole world. Okay, we have, let's assume, 1 million hectares of arable land, but we don't have people with the capital. If we showcase this on YouTube, Facebook, social media platforms using technology, somebody in another country has the money, and he'll come down to Niger to see how he would now invest that money. So the prospects for the economic growth of the state using digital economy and technology is, like I said earlier, too enormous to discuss for just this short period.
Honorable, away from the prospects, now let's talk about the fact that you are professionally skilled and strong in digital networking as well as information technology. How are you intending to transform the technology and digital economy sector of Niger State? But before you respond, I will go for a short break, and when we return, our discussion continues with Honorable Suleiman Isah, the Niger State Commissioner, Technology and Digital Economy. We shall be back shortly.
Rukoto afeoja rukoto. Rukoto afeoja yagaza. Rukoto afeoja rukoto. Rukoto afeoja yagaza. RukotoTV.
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 RukotoTV. Welcome back from that break. The program is the exclusive interview with Umaru Saliu Adamu Enegi, and I have with me the Niger State Commissioner, Technology and Digital Economy, Honorable Suleiman Isah. Sir, our earlier question, you respond. We've asked you, you are highly skilled in networking and what we call information technology. How are you intending to use your knowledge, your expertise to transform Niger State ICT and digital economy sector, sir?
Okay. To transform a state sector is not the job of one person. So just my own knowledge is not enough to do the transformation. Being a baby ministry, because the ministry is barely 1 month old.
Exactly. Yes.
So first priority is to identify Nigerites that have similar skill set. Then for them to now come on board, volunteer their skills. What I mean by volunteer their skills is they shouldn't expect payment. Let's all see this as a service to our dear state, which if the state becomes better, we will reap more in future. So the first thing, that is first, get the right people on board to join. Then next is we'll take a sectorial information gathering approach. We'll go to Ministry of Health, now look at what are the challenges, how can technology solve healthcare. Let me give you an example. You have a remote village in, let's say, Gupa Abugi, which maybe you have to use a motorcycle to get there. We can drop a tablet in the healthcare facility there, a VSAT satellite giving internet to that health facility. Then you have a doctor in Mina or even in New York or London, and the person discusses with the patient in that remote village. So you see, that way you've improved healthcare. We'll go to Ministry of Pastoral, do tele-education for them. You have a very big screen. You have somebody in another location teaching Fulani children basic reading and writing without them moving there. We'll move to Ministry of Transport. What is the challenge there? NSTA tickets are probably there are sharp practices and all that. We automate ticketing. So water resources, do smart meters for homes. If you are traveling from your phone, you shut down water supply to your house. Well, it's prepaid or anyhow from their control room, they can do leakage detection, because part of the problem we have in water sector is there is a lot of leakage in water. So before you leave Chanchaga Water Works and get to a house in Boso, probably like half of the water has escaped. So you can do smart leakage detection. So you see, we have to take it across the 30 ministries. When we now have all those needs, that's when we would now know the exact direction the state will take. So it's going to be easier for us, rather than doing a trial and error approach. We start this now, we see it's not working, we change it, move like that. So first get the people, second get the information and what to do, then start implementation.
What about the resources, the financial implication?
Yes, part of
most these things, technology is financially...
Yeah, I know. Part of the beauty of technology is you don't need heavy capital for technology. That is what people fail to understand. When you say technology, like when I tell an unemployed graduate, explore something in technology you can start, he'll tell you, I don't have money for a laptop. But he's holding a techno phone that is a smartphone.
Some high phone.
No, even if you say, I'm even saying bare minimum, he has a 40,000 naira phone.
Yes.
He says he has no money for laptop. But from your phone, you can do graphics. You can do YouTube videos, start vlogging and all that. So technology cost is not a problem. Like currently we're in talks with, from my previous employment, somebody we were discussing that is willing to come to the state to deliver internet free for all tertiary institutions in the school. What I mean by free is the state government is not going to pay him, but the students that would use the internet would pay him. And we're even negotiating to see how we can take the internet cost for tertiary to be as low as 2,000 naira per month. So you can imagine if a student in IBB University, for example, pays 2,000 naira, he has unlimited internet whenever he's in the campus, because we are not going to cap it at 10 gigs, 20 gigs.
Okay, to just be for a duration of time. But
once you are in the campus, you are able to browse. So you see, the research they are doing is going to increase, thereby increasing their productivity. And for the state, there is no financial, we are not taking taxpayers' money. For the student, you probably spend, if you add what you spend on data in a month, it's maybe 10, 15,000.
Some spend as much as even 50,000 naira.
Okay, and now you are just going to pay 2,000 naira. So once we finalize talks with those type of people, but the major thing is let's identify the interventions and we go out and get people. Then another major thing, let me use the media, is we have Nigerians doing well in most of these sectors outside the state. Come and invest in the state, bring your money back. Yes, we are not saying come and do social service. No, come and invest and make profit from us. We have a population of about 5 million people. And money is made from the bulk of the people.
With the position of the states again.
Yes. Our proximity to Abuja,
yes,
everything.
Kaduna, Kwara, and...
Niger State has dry areas, for example. Somebody can come and set up a data center in Niger State where it is not prone to flood like in Lagos. The bulk of data centers in Nigeria are in Lagos. Set it up, it's a business. It's just like hotel. People bring their servers, banks and all that, house it there. You get paid. For us as a government, our benefit is our youth will get employed, and they'll get the requisite skills from training, and they'll get employed, and there will be indirect cash flow. You pay their salaries, they buy things in the market, they give their mothers money, and all that comes back to the state.
Honorable, let's talk about the past in Niger State, because there was a particular time that even Zenith Bank established an ICT Help Center close to the National Assembly, and most of us, I could remember a particular time, there are certain places that you go to with computer system, they will ask you to take care to come and infect our facility with virus. What's your general overview of the past ICT sector in Niger State? What's your overview?
Okay, for that, I'll take a cue from His Excellency's ideology. I don't believe in looking back. Our approach is to look at the state. For me, I'll look at the technology maturity of the state as being zero. We build a very strong foundation, then institutionalize technology in the state so that the state takes ownership. No matter who comes after me, by the grace of God, the state is already the owner of that technology. So there will be continuity. And for that, you need a very strong foundation. If the foundation is shaky,
even the structure will
yes, because part of what I saw in the state is you have implementation of projects and initiatives for technology. Immediately after 4 years, it might even be the same governor winning re-election, but with a different set of people. They remove that and bring in new technology. So we take one step forward, two steps backward. So, but if we're able to now, the state should take ownership of most of those things, you will now see an easy continuity. That is one aspect. Then the second aspect is we are a ministry. We are not in the business of developing software applications and all that. We're in the business of developing policies, frameworks, standards, and supervising.
Honorable, let's talk about your assurance to investors, and how are you intending to attract ICT and digital investors to Niger State? How are you intending to attract them? Okay,
for investors, the primary concern of an investor is for him to know that his investment is safe. His money is not going to be embezzled and all that. So our first assurance is even before they come, that's why we are not yet fully calling for the investors, is we have to make the policies right.
For the environment to be viable and
conducive for them. If we have a state policy on IT development and maybe a 20-year roadmap for IT growth, you now know, okay, the state knows what they're doing. You are not going to end up coming to the state and you have 10 or 30 different agencies coming to meet you to disturb you over one item. It has already been on paper, it's harmonized. You know, if you go to any law court, you win. That way, you will be happy to bring your money to the state. So when we do the policies and the framework, then if we now skill our own people to a comfortable extent, they know when they come here, they have people that with bare minimum training, they will have their staffing, so they will be able to work. So those are the type of things we are looking at to attract this type of investors. Then mind you, for technology, we have potentials for enough remote work.
Exactly.
So issue of insecurity or no insecurity is not much of a concern to an investor. If you set up, you have your company, we do a remote branch for you in Mina, give you people that will work for you remotely. The remote branch, the government can pay for it. Then we do a revenue sharing formula. So you don't have any physical, tangible structure that you are afraid of losing. That way you are sure everything of yours is protected.
Now let's talk about the fact that the governor, our governor, Right Honorable Umaru Bago, has opened ways for new trends in Niger State regarding ICT. Of recent, during the inauguration, or let me just say the maiden council meeting, the first executive council meeting of the state, he made mention of his directive that all commissioners, ASAs, top government officials should be abreast with ICT knowledge, to the point that even council meeting at times will be through virtual, through Zoom, and that idea is widely being accepted by all and sundry. How will you describe that idea? But before you respond, we're going to go for a break, and when we return, the program continue. To our audience, in case you're just joining us, we're still interacting with the Niger State Commissioner, Technology and Digital Economy, Honorable Suleiman Isah. We'll be going for a break, and when we return, the program continues.
Let's get RukotoTV. You just kokari sarai. Eboda ye la tutu bayan za wankishi. Ndabo gepai. Bona ndo keji faruwa zuni wa RukotoTV. Ya aje tumbo.
RukotoTV. Da mi gaske mutane wula jefa. Ma je goto ina. Ebona za na de jikatu na ina pega de RukotoTV da kinu pyo. Ke lo twalo no. Elotun lo begiye yana yejinu begiye na zana jani eja lotun ama kaya tun la kwa ngwanyina zeje gwaji desanda kinu pyo na agwe de ababe aleri dan ke acha shiene ga airtime a RukotoTV mi aga minti kaza cheji kaza ame efo kaza ndondwe ya etwa kaza mi awo bata kaza yae.
Welcome back. And the program continues. Honorable Suleiman Isah, our governor of recent directed that all government officials should be ICT inclined. They should embrace themselves with information, communication technology to the point that even meetings now will be done virtual. How will you describe that narrative, or rather that idea, by our own Right Honorable Umaru Bago?
Okay. Just that directive tells you have a visionary leader that is ahead of his peers. The wisdom behind that is you have a commissioner for humanitarian affairs. Let's assume he's in the field with IDPs. What is obtainable before is he will run back to Mina to attend Wednesday council, probably run back on Tuesday, do council on Wednesday, go back on Thursday. You see, the IDPs have lost his presence in 3 days. Damage can be done. But if it's virtual, he'll still sit with those IDPs, bring out his tablet or his phone or his laptop once there is connectivity, attend council and tell the governor firsthand what he's experiencing in the field. You have Ministry of Agriculture. The minister is, the commissioner is in the bush trying to clear arable land. But you want him to come back to Mina to sit and attend council. He does it remotely. Then, not just issue of virtual meetings. Going forward, even memos and all that for council are going to be soft copy. They will be uploaded. Anything you need the governor's assent or signature, he will do it no matter where he is. So issue of keeping files and documents with the governor or a commissioner beyond 24 hours or maximum 48 hours.
Or occupying larger space.
Or you enter an office, you see files, you don't even know where to start from, would be a thing of the past. So you see that's the vision, and there is time value for service delivery. The longer you wait to do something, or the longer it takes you to do something, the longer the benefit is not gotten. So by embracing technology, hopefully we hope to see faster service delivery to the people, and thereby translating campaign promises into reality. Honorable,
we are very much, this moment is very, very all-encompassing aspect of ideas exchange, particularly in service delivery. Now, almost all spheres of life is now ICT driven, and with the rising, or let me say, trending acceptance in aspect of even technology, such as we have smartphones, smart TV, everything is going smart now. It's going digital, including even the television. An example of our own RukotoTV. What is your message to the masses and civil servants in aspect of accepting things that are digital? Because sometimes when you just tell somebody something is digital, what comes to their mind is just pictorial aspect of it. What's your call to the civil servant and the youth in aspect of accepting things, or rather platforms such as RukotoTV?
Okay, my advice is the problem with the resistance to technology and digital is fear of unknown. So once we remove that fear and learn what it's about, we would see it makes life easier. For example, if you want to watch a program on TV, you have to wait for that time and make sure you're at home with electricity and all that before you watch it. Then when you don't hear something properly, you can't go back to watch. That's what's obtainable before. But with platforms like RukotoTV, this program, you watch it at your own convenience. Then if you have to move back, you swipe back, you get what you've lost. So you see, technology brings ease to life. It makes everything easy and convenient. For civil servants, I don't know why they're afraid of technology. I'll use where I'm coming from as an example. We write our promotion exam. The moment you click submit, you see your score. So you know if you have passed and you'll be promoted, or you failed, you'll try again next year. But without technology, what is obtainable is you write an exam on paper with biro, you submit, it takes like 3 months to be marked. It's possible you scored 100. The person marking can adjust that to 15 and you don't get it. So you see, with technology, that level of transparency is there. So the fear of not embracing it shouldn't even be there in the first place. They should learn and embrace technology. It's better for them.
And lastly, what's your general impression about RukotoTV?
Well, I've been following RukotoTV on Facebook, I think since when you started with just one mobile phone, then a bit that, I think it was Nupe Day, like 3 years ago, I'm not sure. That was the first time I noticed RukotoTV. I think you are one of the pioneer Facebook TV stations then for us, and I followed RukotoTV from then because I was based in Abuja. It was a way for me to get in touch with what is actually happening in Niger State. So it's a platform I think everybody should follow on their social media handles to know what is happening in the state. Then from there, give them feedback as a media house, since the media are the voice of the people, for them to now help and contribute to the development of a new Niger for us all.
I must appreciate you for the opportunity you granted us, and we look forward to host you in our subsequent interviews. And on behalf of all personnel management and Umaru Bago, we thank you, Honorable Suleiman Isah, for this wonderful opportunity and this moment you shared with us. And your last word to our audience, your parting word.
Okay, thank you very much, Rukoto, for having me. By the grace of God, we'll do our possible best to encourage small upcoming businesses like yours, because it's going to be a government of partnership. When you see anything we can help you with, our doors are open. Come, we would help you. Us too, when we see things that would help you, we'll bring you to the table. Then for the audience out there, embrace technology. It's here to make your life easier and simpler. It's not something you should be afraid of. It's when you don't know how to use technology that it becomes a threat. For example, it's when you don't know the meaning of one-time password, that somebody will ask you for one-time password and you give it to him. So if we are able to learn all these things, it will make life easier.
And at this moment, I say thank you, embrace technology. Bye-bye.